Good afternoon, members of Spiritual Encrypted Encounters and those who follow Spiritual Encrypted Encounters on YouTube. My TikTok's under Abe CS, and those who follow the rise of the DDN, disembodied demonic Nephilim. How's everybody doing this afternoon? I'm out here doing a little bit of cardio with my dog Rebel. I'll let y'all see him. Taking him for a little stroll. My son's been bringing him out of here, running with him, but I need to build up for that before I do any running. Need to get back in shape, cardio wise. I mean, I did do a lot of dancing and stuff. Come on, over here. Yeah, there's a car right behind me. Rebel. Come on. How's everybody doing this afternoon? He's spinning me around because it's cutting me from my walk. So I hope everybody's doing great. I've been wanting to get back into the cardio. Last time that I tried to do that is when I got something that happened to me that I gotten sick. It's when, matter of fact, the last time I did cardio was when I got COVID. That's what they diagnosed me at the VA, that I had gotten COVID. I had done a walk here, and supposedly I had gotten COVID. I was kind of sick, which was probably like 2 years ago when this happened. So it's been a while. Besides the walks that I do when I go investigate, it's been a while that I've been out here. I'm just taking him for a walk. That's my son's been pushing me. He's like, "Dad, you should start going for walks like you used to." So when I hear him say that, he's got he's into his cross country running. He's been running miles and in the evenings and stuff, so he's back on track with that. I need to start doing something myself, besides just lifting weights, trying to stay as positive as much as I can, optimistic. I know that me sometimes, I'm a disabled vet. Sometimes I feel aches and pains, so I just sit on the couch. I need to get my arms off the couch like I'm doing right now and walking, Even you walk around the block, one or twice around the block where you're at, that's some kind of cardio, right? I know it's people that work and they come out tired, but you're gonna put that little extra work to get in the groove with a cardio. This road here, I guess I'll keep the phone like this just in case a car tries to come from behind me. In this area, when I used to walk in all the time, I almost got hit by a car. Further up, there was a lady. I think I had an old video. I don't even know if I still got that video or not. Where I was walking and I was at the corner, and I just seen a blur pass right in front of me, and the old lady thought it was a straightaway, and she ran over the curbs, blew up her front two tires, and went flying into the ditch. And she didn't even see me, And if I would have been like maybe 3 steps closer to the street, she would have hit me. Going like about what it seemed like 50 miles an hour, because it was like a blur. Or she would have been going faster. I'll show where she went to in the ditch. I hope everybody's doing great. Sometimes we have to refocus in life of what we want to do. And I've been doing a lot of that, a lot of soul searching. Go back to where my peace is, where my peace is, and where my peace is my training, lifting the weights, going for little walks like this, that's my peace. That's who I am. If I would be younger, I'll be going for runs. Maybe I can build that up to that point one more time, like I used to back in the day. Maybe. We'll see. No, but when you have injuries, it stops you, prevents you from doing all that. See, that's all. Look at the skid marks here. It's where people mess up because they think the road continues to go forward. Look at that. There's some brakes right there. Where people think that the road ends, but it continues. That old lady, she was coming from the VA. I was by that tree right there, the little tree, by that sign. And I just seen the blur pass right in front of me. Or I could have been in between the gap there, close to that pole, the little pole. And she passed. Because she thought it was a straightaway. And she came over here and she hit this curb where it blew out her front two tires. And I seen her fly, man. She flew. She hit this curb here, and her freaking vehicle went way over there. She flew and landed in a ditch. Then she went up there to the sidewalk, and that's why I went to go see to make sure she was okay. She was coming from the VA because her husband had gotten transported from Waco, I think Providence Hospital, to the VA facility. And she was just trying to make it home, and she was going to go put gas at Buc-ee's, which is up the street. She just thought it was a straightaway. And, but I stayed there with her till I called my wife, tell her where I was at. And she came and we stayed there with her till her son came to help her out. But yes, brothers and sisters, I hope everybody's doing great. It's kind of windy here in Texas or in Temple. Feel like it's going to rain. Let my dog use the restroom here. See if he needs to handle some business. It's windy right now. Nice weather out here. Let me move. I like using my left hand to hold the camera. See how it's windy? I know it's kind of like an early video, but I'm thinking of doing a live tonight. I'm not sure yet. I was just doing this quick video just to let you know that the brother HC, sorry CS, however you want to call it. Wow. I didn't even walk that direction, and it's kind of like I lost connection. As soon as I started walking further up that way, I lost connection from the video. So I don't. Sometimes, when people come at you in a negative way, and they keep on coming, I mean, what do they expect? They expect you to be happy, fine and dandy at what they're trying to do to you. There you go. Sorry I lost y'all. But what I was saying is, people that come at you in a negative way, and that's what they dwell in, because that's what they're about. What do they expect you to do if they keep on coming at you in a negative way for about a whole year? They expect you not to say nothing. Once you defend yourself, they try to flip it around like you're the bad guy, in which you're not, because you haven't messed with anybody or started nothing with nobody. But there's some people that just dwell on that. They can say they want peace. They can say they're about a love foundation. But when they focus a whole year just targeting you, man, and all of a sudden after about a year and a couple of months, they want to talk about they want peace. So how can that be if you mess with somebody for a whole freaking year? that you brought all your troll accounts. Try to mess with Sarncias, with Brother Abe Cias. Never once you took the Sarncias challenge. I'm an optimistic guy. You know, I'm one of those guys that I know what I'm capable of doing. So I'm not worried about whether people come at me in a negative way or in a threatful manner, because I can defend myself. You know, I've been in the front lines and I can handle whatever situation comes at me accordingly. But I do have a love foundation. Believe it or not, through all my trials and tribulations, obstacles of what I faced it with the love foundation. And I overcame it with the love foundation. What I mean by that is, you know, you got to train your spirit to fight spiritually, and at the same time, you got to train your body. Stay physically active, stay in shape. So if something arises, you have to defend yourself physically, then you got to do what you got to do. But I still do it with the love foundation. Imagine that. Taking care of business, teaching somebody a lesson with the love foundation. Which means you have your love foundation, you don't got no hatred or no anger, you just teaching the individual a lesson in life, you know. I used to do that a lot in the military. You know, some of my soldiers, they were coming from areas where there were gangs, they're gang affiliated and stuff like that. So they come with that mentality. So I had to set them straight because they were under me. You know, they're supposed to take my advice because I'm training them to survive in a combat environment, and I expect them to listen, you know, to everything that I say, because everything that I would say would be a life lesson where it can save their lives if they're in a situation. No difference than when I make my videos, talk spiritually. Same thing. I'm trying to get to the viewers so they can see how to handle a spiritual situation with the love foundation, with forgiveness, because those, the DDN or anything affiliated with the DDN, like the Legion, unclean spirits, demonic entities, whatever manifestations it take, you cannot fight them physically because they're in disembodied form. How you doing, cousin Tommy Robles? How you doing, brother Carlito? I'm doing cardio with my dog Rebel. I'll flip around so you can see there's Rebel right here with me. I got protection. I got my dog, man. I hope nobody tries to come in a Bigfoot outfit costume or a Dogman costume, because Rebel will attack them. They're going to be going home with a ripped costume, a chunk of their ass being torn off. Just kidding, man. But hey, I got four German Shepherds, man. Rocky is bigger. Come on, Rocky is bigger than Rebel. I keep him indoors. I mean, I need to start bringing him for walks, but he's huge. He's bigger than Rebel. Rebel listens better than Rocky. Oop, it's making me spin. Turn around. But yeah, man, I tell people, man, I try to give the best advice that I can, you know, for whoever listens. You know, everybody's got their own beliefs or whatever, you know. I'm just talking about my experience of what I went through. You know, I share my wisdom and knowledge, and when it's coming out of truth, you know, you expect for people to listen and to understand you, because you're speaking truthfully, no BS, you know, all truth. I'll even put on a lie detector for every story that I've said, and I know I'll pass it with flying colors, because they're real encounters, real stories. Imagine, all my life, since I was a kid, I've dealt with all this unseen forces all my life, because I've seen them when they're bonding people. You could say possessing people. Could see them enter into a teacher, into a student. I could see them looking at me, you know. So all my life, it's been like this for me, you know. But I learned from it. I learned not to fear it. I learned not to give it power. I learned not to hate those that come up against me in a negative way, because they could be used in that manner by them. So I know how to deal with them spiritually. I'm telling you, for all those people that think that they're weapon collectors, if you go to Elms Grove and you run into what I witnessed out there, because they're still there, you can take your weapons if you want to. There's been other people, trust me, because I've heard them go there. Hunters, trying to hunt whatever's there. I've seen military dressed all in black with night vision coming out of that path in Elms Grove in the woods where I had my encounter. I've seen 2 of them with night vision goggles on. They had gear and everything, dressed all in black, and they went back into their area as if they were looking for something. Well, what they don't understand is, where you want to, some people would say it's a cloak, some kind of pixelation, but if they're in disembodied form, right, spirit form, you can really detect them. They'll have a heat signature of nothing, because they're not real life flesh and blood. So what they catch in their night vision would probably be a shadow moving, a dark figure moving, nothing with a heat signature. How do I know this? I used to be in the military. I was a tanker. And we had thermal vision through our sights. The tank has thermal vision. And we can change the different pixels to see what's out there. And I would witness them out there. And they had no heat signature. But you could see a silhouette where something is moving out there. When we go down range to fire tanks, I'll be able to see it going down range. And we had to call range control. We had to let them know that there was somebody down range. Let me fix my... We had to let them know there was somebody down range. So they would call a temporary ceasefire, right? And then we'll have to go down range to see what's going on. We'll tell them where we will see something moving. But when they would go down there, they would never find nothing. So, these unseen forces, you can't detect them through thermal. You cannot detect them through thermal. But the only thing that I've witnessed that could literally, you could ID it, is during the day, will be ultraviolet rays from the sun. That's how you're able to detect them, because the ultraviolet rays of the sun detects their manifestation. It breaks their spiritual cloak. That's how I capture them on my videos. I like going out there when it's sunny, because the ultraviolet rays of the sun breaks the cloak. How you doing, brother Michael Moran? Sting retired, man. You seen his sons? His sons look pretty big. I'm thinking they should wrestle. I don't know if they're going to carry the tradition of Sting. But besides that, let me start heading on back this way before this cars start leaving this area. It's like in that area, you could be sitting in your car, right, or standing outside, and you could hear footsteps walk up to you on the concrete. You could hear, and it sounds like hoofs. You could hear them walking towards you in the middle of the night, coming towards you. What do you do? Okay, that's a question. What would you do if you're sitting at 2, 3 in the morning in the parking lot and you're standing outside making a video and you hear hoof sounds coming towards you, but there's nothing there? You hear about 10 steps like that, coming straight towards you. What I do, I just pray and I rebuke them in Jesus Christ's name. But that's the DDN, the disembodied demonic Nephilim. They use scare tactics. When people say they're banging on trees, are they banging on trees, or are they really banging on trees, or are they using the trees as a portal to go back to where they come from? Are they manifesting, and the sounds they're actually hearing is not banging of the tree? It's for all the people who live in Bigfoot. Because if something was banging on the tree, you have some kind of mark, right? Where the tree is damaged, especially if it's a loud banging sound and they're banging wood on wood. They would have some bark tore up wherever this banging was coming from, right? What if is this spiritual encrypted encounters? What they're hearing is they are going in and out of trees, using the energy of the trees to manifest. So they're hearing all kinds of tree noises, but it's not really that there's something banging on the tree. It's actually draining the energy out of the tree, and the only way they can drain the energy out of the tree is to teleport, or should I say, go into the tree spiritually. Just a thought for the Bigfoot community that loves me, or for all the zoologists that love me, for all the trolls that love me. Just a thought. What if all these 411 missing cases of children that they manifest to look human? They say that they're friends, and they tell the little children, "Hey, I want to take you to my home. Come with me." And the children voluntarily go because they think they're their friends, and they take them into their dimension. So imagine how many missing 411 cases are in their realm. What do you think about that? Y'all hear stories when Jesus went down into hell to get his people, right? I believe it says in the Bible, he went to hell to get his people. I'm more than sure there's a lot of innocent children, possibly people, that are trapped there, that have been manifested or teleported into that realm. That's where they're at. Gotta remember, some of these places, there is no time. There's no time. No actual time. No, there's no seconds. There's no nothing. It's just a location where there's no time. So these individuals might still look the same, even though years have passed by. How you doing, Sister Elva Esparza Lopez? Yeah, I'm just taking just a thought, for those that are tuning in. But it gets real dark here in Texas pretty fast. I seen Brother Carlito working hard all week with his new job. Congratulations, brother. Space Ranger, you missed a lot of stuff, man, that happened this weekend with Sting retiring and everything. Couldn't post on your group because you put it on timeout. A lot of things are happening in the wrestling world. But, the show must go on. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to start doing cardio like I used to and build myself back up. Now that I'm feeling better. So like that, when the weekend comes, if there's a band, I can go dance some Tejano for the cardio. Them vehicles be going slow as hell. I got my dog all the way to the edge. I don't know why they just don't, excuse me, they don't go forward. But yeah, you know, just a lot of things. That's why I like to walk and talk. Because when you're walking and you're talking, you know, you're speaking from the heart. You're not looking at no sheet notes. You're not looking at a story somebody might have created and said just for the viewers. You're just being straight up, you know. We see a lot of that BS, man, in the cryptic community, paranormal community. A lot of BS. And, you know, a lot of this is people that do these things to do it for the views. Dress the people in costumes to make it seem there's a Bigfoot or a dog man for the views, you know. I got one better for them. I challenge them. Go look for a real one, if it exists. If they think it exists, go look for a real one and try to capture it. I doubt that they're going to capture anything, but the only thing they're going to capture is a person in costume. That's just my God honest opinion, my truth of what I've witnessed. I'll tell you what, I place it to the test. I've tied, bind, and rebuke them in Jesus Christ's name, and when I do that, doesn't matter what manifestation they have, whether it be looking like a Bigfoot, a dog man, a goat man, part leopard. When I do that and say that, it vanishes, it disappears. Sometimes it leaves a pestilent smell, or it smells like sulfur. But that's when you put it to the test, and that's when you know it's demonic. You know, you have to put it to the test in that manner, so you could be able to understand it better. There is forces that are around us that are trying to keep us from the truth. You know, what are people going to look? How are you going to find the truth? You know, through the Heavenly Father, He guides you. He shows you everything for what it is. He's not going to lie to you. He's not going to put you in a situation that you're not going to be able to get out, because He assists us spiritually daily. Let's see what else is there. I'm just about done with my walk. But I want to say thank y'all for whoever's tuning in. I might make a video, I'm not sure yet, besides this one. But I'm almost home. Thank y'all for tuning in for this cardio walk. Everybody have a blessed evening. Laters.